You step out of line, you make one false move, you're out of here. Don't think you're the first.
Come on, buckos, let's go for a ride.
Hello everyone, my name is Easy and welcome to another episode of Easy Does It, where we react and do reviews on YouTube channels and sometimes do daily vlogs. Now this week we're taking a look at a channel called Recollection Road, where it goes over past things from past decades, you know, nostalgia stuff, blah blah blah, and they're basically a list channel. Located in the United States. They have about 353,000 subscribers, which isn't bad, but that is mainly due to their 4 other channels called Recollection Road, where they have different sub variations, like pop culture and other stuff. Let's see here. See, they got 3 other: ambience, travel, and another entertainment one. This one is based on nostalgia, you know, stuff that from the past, you know, in the decades, that, you know, memorabilia, that kind of thing, you know. Anyways, we're going to check out one of the latest, called 12 Popular Things from the 80s That We've Abandoned. So let's check it out, see if it's any good, and let me know your thoughts down comment section down below.
There are many items from decades past that capture the essence of the time. The 1980s was filled with countless products that, at the time, seemed essential for our existence. These were must-have things from the 1980s that we have since abandoned.
Let's see. Rotary phones.
Who could forget the novelty phones that every kid wanted for their bedroom?
Oh,
From Garfield to
well,
Mickey Mouse.
I would say
These
novelty
landlines
phones, but I
injected
was saying
personality
rotary
into our
phones.
rooms. When a call came through, these phones had features that would make them worth every penny. Some would light up, while others would open their eyes when the handset was picked up. These phones were pretty common Christmas gifts during this time, and it also had kids begging for their own phone line too.
Yeah, I remember everyone
Fitness
wanting their own
classes
phone
during
line.
the 1980s became part of just about every mom's VHS
Suzanne
collection.
Summers.
There were countless celebrity workouts, including Raquel Welch, Suzanne Summers, and of course,
there was
Jane
a
Fonda. Decked out in leg
crap
warmers and
ton of them
leotards,
workout
Jane Fonda sold a
videos.
number of workout videos which made her a
Leotards
fortune.
and
These
blah, blah,
videos
blah.
were more than just exercise.
It was a very
they were a
popular
cultural phenomenon. And they even
fad
had
back
moms
in the
buying
80s.
their first VCR just so they could work out at home. These workout tapes were some of the first examples of on-demand fitness, and they capitalized on the fame and beauty of their spokesperson. And it also helped them to become a part of classic 1980s nostalgia.
That's true.
Remember the 1980s tracksuit? These colorful and slick outfits were a testament to 1980s
Yeah, there
fashion.
were a few
They were
of them
basically
floating
windbreakers
around,
for
but
the entire body,
they
and
weren't
they made
really
you
as
feel like you were ready
popular
for
as
any
people
adventure.
think they
Some
was
people
back
called
in
them
the
shell
80s.
suits, and they were popular with the breakdancing culture and the
Yeah,
ladies of the time. Although
not
they've
really.
made sporadic comebacks over the years, they will forever remain a symbol of the 1980s aesthetic that
Not
is so
really.
recognizable. Recollection Road is proud to partner with Legacy Box. Watch until the end of this video to find out more about digitizing your family's irreplaceable memories, and then visit legacybox.com/recollection for an incredible 55% off. Do you happen to recall the crimped hair trend that swept the 1980s? It was a hairstyle that demanded patience and dedication because you meticulously used a crimping iron to create a corrugated texture
there was lots
in your hair. This frizzy look was right up there with
there was a lot of hairstyles back
the
then
crimping iron became
everybody
another
was
tool
trying.
that might be found in that caboodle
I
phase.
liked most
The
of the 80s
hairstyles of the 1980s were
hairstyles
just about as bold
that
as our
women
ambitions.
did. Today they just put it in a damn ponytail and they look like crap.
TV was littered with infomercials
Or they do
that
some
promised
butch
to unlock
haircut,
life secrets through mysterious
which is just
1-900 numbers.
Most women
It was
do
a
not
time
look
when the
good
unknown drew us
with
in,
super
whether it
short
was seeking
hair.
psychic insights or even indulging
I
in a
do
little
remember the
adult
psychic
These hotlines
hotlines. There
had
was,
many people
for
diving
a short
away.
time,
They
there
were
was
even
like
geared
a
towards
barrage
kids,
of them
with options to speak to your
motherfuckers.
favorite TV and movie characters.
Tons of people were
These
doing
calls
it.
racked up the charges, making getting your phone bill the
Yeah.
worst part of the whole
Yeah,
experience.
they would definitely. Kill your phone bill.
There was no better way to beat the heat of summer than to break out the Snoopy snow cone machine. It was a toy and a kitchen gadget that made shaving the ice and drizzling it.
I
with
do
colorful
kind of
syrup a
half-assed
joy for
remember
kids.
the
It was
snow
exciting to
cone
drop the ice
machine.
cubes in the chute, press
Wasn't
down
just
on the
Snoopy,
ice
there were
pusher,
others.
and crank the handle
But
to
that
fill
was
up your
kind of
tiny
a
cup with
popular
snow. Looking back, the paper cups were pretty tiny, and it only came
item
with one
back
flavor of
then.
syrup. So the
For a
novelty of the
short,
machine would
very
wear off
short
pretty
time,
fast. But
couple
nonetheless,
years
it
or
is
so,
something
but
that reminds
it
us
didn't
of
last
the
very long.
1980s. Remember sitting in class and having an overhead projector positioned in front of the pull-down screen? The transparent sheets were filled with lessons from just about every subject. From taking notes to solving math problems.
Yep,
This piece
they
of
used
equipment
that
helped the teacher
all
guide
the
us
time
through each class.
in
The
school.
assortment of colorful markers would
Definitely
fill up the
remember
stack of
those.
transparencies and would then need to be cleaned off so they could be used again. They were staples in just about every classroom in the 1980s, and they led to the chalkboard being used less and less. In the 1980s, Casio calculator watches were the must-have device for the academic-minded
I remember
kid,
watches,
lending both timekeeping and math problem solving.
but
These
I don't
wristwatches
remember the
were some of the
calculator
first to include
watches
a
that
backlight,
much.
calendar, and even
Everybody
data
just
storage.
brung the
These were the
calculator.
top-of-the-line watches of the time.
They
Today,
didn't use
our smartphones
calculator
can tackle
watches.
calculations like this with ease, making those calculator watches just a charming reminder of the 1980s.
Not really. You really didn't see that many of them.
In the 80s, the arcade was a hallowed haven for gamers. From classic video games
Yep,
like Pac-Man
everyone
and
was
Space
going
Invaders,
to the
bells
arcade
and buzzers
in
of
the
pinball
80s.
machines.
That was the
These
big
arcades
thing.
were the ultimate hangout spots.
Yeah, everybody
There was
would go there to
nothing
hang
better than
out.
the sound of quarters jingling and joysticks rocking back and forth.
All
there
the
was a thrill to
time.
playing games at the arcade. Maybe it was waiting your turn to play your favorite machine, or that desire to get your name on the leaderboard. Either way, it was a special feeling that home gaming consoles couldn't really replicate. For some, the thrill of those classic arcades were the best part of growing up in the
people
1980s.
back in the 80s, you used to hang out at the arcade and
The days of
sodas
movie
and
making were a
drinks
bit
and shit
different
like
back
that.
in the 1980s. We used to lug around those hefty shoulder
Everybody's got a
camcorders
home
to capture
console
those
now, so
precious
what's the
family
point?
moments. It was a
The
big
social
production to record on these
network
cameras,
has
from
broken
loading
down.
in the VHS tape to using the eyepiece and adjusting
Yep,
the focus.
I remember
There was a
I
lot
used to
control
have
on
a
these bulky devices. They
camcorder.
were expensive too, so it was a pretty big deal when Dad brought one home.
Yeah, everybody wanted a camcorder. Everybody.
The shopping mall was the social hub of the 1980s. It was where friends would meet up and spend an entire Saturday roaming around. There was nothing better than hanging out in the food court.
The malls were
favorite
pretty
stores,
popular
and maybe
back in
catching
the
a
day.
movie or playing some arcade games.
It's
The
true.
1980s was the pinnacle of malls dominating
Go-
the suburban shopping
we would go there,
experience. It's really hard to believe
and,
that these places have fallen so far.
we'd go
There
to
were
the
so many
arcade
special places within the
and
mall
play
that
video
still evoke
games,
great memories
and
of
then
our
we'd
younger
go
days.
bunch of us, and then we'd go watch a movie at the
Last
mall,
but not
then we
least,
go play
who
video
can forget
games
the
again,
excitement
watch
of the
another
Publishers
movie,
Clearinghouse
sometimes 2 or 3
sweepstakes,
movies
with the
in one
prize
day,
patrol delivering oversized checks
playing,
to lucky winners.
eating
Those
and
large envelopes in the mail
going
enticed
to the
us to sign
arcade
up
in
for more
between
magazine
movies.
subscriptions than we knew what to do with. And the commercials showing the surprised winners gave us all hope that we could win too.
You still could play Publishers
Let me know in the comments if I
Clearinghouse.
missed anything, and make sure to sign up for the Recollection
I've been
Road
playing
newsletter
that
using the link in the
shit for 20
description.
plus years. I've never won.
Recollection Road and
I think
Legacy
Publishers
Box both believe
Clearinghouse
it's important to preserve the past.
might be a
If you're like
scam.
me, there's a box
I've
of your
never
family's
met
treasured
anyone,
home
not
movies and
one
photos
person,
tucked away somewhere,
not
and
one
Legacy Box
person
can help you
have
preserve
I
them
ever met
digitally. The process is a
who's
simple
won
and safe solution for converting your
Publishers
home movies
Clearinghouse.
and photos to thumb drive
Now
or to the cloud. Just
they
send in
claim
your Legacy
there's
Box
winners
with
all the
old
time. They'll
VHS
show
and
you
camcorder
winners.
tapes, film reels,
But I've
and
been playing that
pictures,
shit
and
for
get
over
back
20
digital
years.
copies that can be
I've
easily
never.
enjoyed, shared, and kept
I think
organized.
one
It's
time
that
I
easy.
won
Legacy
a few
Box is
dollars
trusted by
from
over 1
them,
million people,
but
and
not
it's all
that
done
much.
right here in the USA. Get started preserving your past
So,
today. Go to
I don't know.
legacybox.com/recollection
I've never
to get an
met
incredible
anyone who's actually
55%
won
off. Buy
big
today to take
from
advantage of this
Publishers
exclusive
Clearinghouse.
offer and send in your memories when you're ready. Go to
And you think I'd run into at least one
legacybox.com/recollection to
person
save 55%
over 20
while
plus
supplies
years
last. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching the other
of
videos
playing
in this
it.
series. While you're at
Oh,
it,
is that it?
subscribe and share
I guess that's
Recollection Road
it.
with someone you know.
Well, yeah, some of those he had right. Couple of those, not so much. It was alright. Basically, I thought it was going to be like a large list channel or something, you know, like the top things from the 1980s or some shit, but no, it's just, he just named off a few things, not really that many. So, that is Recollection Road. It's alright, check it out if you want. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you for watching with me, and I'll see you on the next one.